There I am again, and I am in a hurry because I am going to disappear in a webinar in a minute for the next 2 hours, and of course then I come up with this idea of bringing you a message and also a short reading. You know, I like that. Why not? And I like playing around with my WIldwood Tarot. That's the cards that I'm going to use. I'm not showing you the sets because my table is just a mess, let me call it that way. It's covered completely in newspapers because I'm painting again. So I'm sat here now at the table with the newspaper and my paints and stuff, and I can barely move. Actually, now thinking about that, I put my cards on that. But okay, I haven't painted today, so it's dry, there's no paint. I'm very fussy when it comes to my cards. But first, before we get to that, it's a very short reading about how what you can expect this weekend, or what the general theme energy of this weekend is going to be for you. So it's really about these 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. Might maybe spill over in Monday a little bit, but it's not aimed for a longer period of time. It's really aimed for this weekend, right? And if you watch this video later on, then it goes for that few days that you are then watching it. But before we get to that, I wanted to tell you this. I'm just so happy. Everything seems to just really work out at the moment, and yeah, I don't know. It's just wonderful. I'm going to get a new phone. I'm going to order it. Well, maybe online tonight, otherwise I'm going to phone the company on Monday to help me out with it. So I'm sure that I get all the goodies and gadgets and shit that I want. And I'm really excited about that because this phone that I'm now using is 2 years old, and well, yeah, okay, you know, at some point you need something new, something more fancy with a better camera and so on. So I'm really excited about that as well. I'm not into gadgets. I don't even know half the stuff that's on a phone. So I don't even use most of what's on a phone, what you can do with it. I don't. And but still, it's just nice to have a new one with more options and a better camera. What I've also been doing, Monday, this Monday, the 6th of August, so my shortcut to love, the bridge, is going to start, which is about attracting romantic love into your life. It's for women only, right? Well, almost choked there. A while back I already decided on what I'm going to do in that course for you, what I'm going to offer you. But then I still have to just write the whole thing, and you know, and it takes more work, of course, than just, you know, brainstorming basically. I'm so sorry about that, but there really something went wrong in my throat, my throat chakra. Oh my god! And this afternoon I sat down, took the time to get that done, and that gets me going. That gets me so enthusiastic. It's really going to be good. It's really going to be just freaking wonderful. This course on attracting love is about you finding out how ready you really are for a relationship, because often we think we are, but often then as well, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, you really aren't all that ready for it at all, right? It's like you still have fears and feelings of maybe low self-esteem, or not so confident with whatever, and then you can want a relationship, a committed relationship, and this great partner, but then it's not going to work out until you have dealt with those fears and insecurities and whatever is bugging you. And I think that happens more often than not, that is the case, that we are looking for a relationship, we are really wanting it, not understanding why we are attracting partners that aren't really right for us, right? And that can be frustrating, even depressing in the end if it never works out. And so we are going to look into that. How ready are you truly for a relationship? And then so you can then from that point of your readiness, so to speak, begin attracting what matches you, and also work on building up, so you get ready for a committed relationship, for that wonderful, great partner that we want. We also work on that, of course, to get you more ready for that. And we're also going to look at dealing with stress in a relationship, or in your in your love life, also with dating. You know, this scenario when you are in touch with a man, or dating a man, or and then you don't hear from him, and then you just completely freak out, and all you do is check your phone all day long, like, why didn't he send me a message? Why didn't he text me? Why doesn't he phone? And you know, you drive yourself completely mental and up the wall. And if you then start contacting him, you drive him up the wall with that energy as well. So we're going to also look at that, how we can deal with that. And so you just, it's about becoming and staying a high value woman, basically. You know, that's what it's all about. So we're really going to work on all that stuff. Also, as per usual, because that's very important, feel feminine energies, what that is like. So you're going to learn how you can get in touch, connected with your feminine energy. And so then you know how to do that and how it feels. And then you will also begin to notice that when you do that, that people react differently towards you when you are in touch with your feminine energy. Because basically then you are authentic, because you are a woman, right? And so that's also part of it. And let's see, there was another one. Yeah, surrendering. Being able to receive is important. So, but also being able to surrender. And surrender is basically that you are able to, in a way, it's like trusting, I think. Open up your heart, and trust a man without becoming codependent, right? So in that sense, leaning, well, not leaning, then it reeks of codependency again, and it's not that. It's absolutely not that. It's learning to stand on your own 2 feet, and then still lean on him without needing him to keep you up, so to speak, right? So you're still standing on your own 2 feet, and then you do that with your heart open. And that's what we're going to do as well in this course, in these 5 days. And I can tell you, it's absolutely wonderful to experience that. You don't need a partner or anyone for any of the assignments in this course. You can do it all on your own. But if you then have learned that, have felt what that is like, because it's not learning tricks. I'm not going to learn you tricks, teach you tricks. That's not what I do. It's I want you to just feel it and feel the difference within yourself as well. And then, you know, and so it's actually becoming more authentic, peeling off layers that have been put on us by society, which is mostly masculine, right? Focused on results and performing results and money and having to do this and pressure and rushing, etc., etc. It's peeling off layers to get this real authentic you, you know, exposed and out. So it's not tricks. It's actually becoming you, the real you. And I can tell you from experience, if you can really surrender the way you're going to learn with a man, it's just marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. He will feel it. He will feel the difference, and so will you. And it's really beautiful. I'm actually getting all kind of rosy when I think about that now. It's really beautiful. It's so romantic. It really is so romantic. My God. So that starts on Monday. You can still sign up. So if all this, what I'm telling you now, piques your interest, makes your heart jump like, oh yes, that's exactly what I want, that's exactly what I need. It's all online, and it's in English. It's all online in a closed Facebook group. So there is complete privacy. It's just the members in the group. And after the course, the entire group is going to be deleted. So it's kind of really like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, what happens in the group stays in the group, and then it's deleted, it's gone forever. So you needn't worry about that either. And you get video assignments, so you get to see me the way you see me now, where I explain everything to you, so you really get to understand the assignment and really feel it as well, you know, because if need be, I also show you what you have to do, and so you can see, oftentimes you just then see a shift in me happen as well. Maybe now even with this video, if you paid attention, you have seen that the minute I started talking, I think about the surrendering, I could feel it myself, that I suddenly just, oh wow, you know, got connected more with my feminine energy and opened up, and like really, you also slow down when you're connected with feminine energy, with your feminine strength and energy, because feminine energy is slow, masculine energy is like hunting and it's fast and it's action, it's about action. Feminine energy isn't, it's slower. So when, as soon as you get in touch with that, you notice that you start to slow down. The way you speak, the way you move, the way you walk, it all slows down, and then you can really feel, open up and enjoy all the yumminess, because it feels great, I can tell you that. Anyhow, if you're interested in that and you want to sign up, I'm gonna put the link to my website where you can read more info, and I'm actually now telling you more than is in there, I think even more, because that surrendering bit isn't in there. But it is in the course, right? But I didn't put that online. But you can sign up there, and well, then you can be in the group and learn all these wonderful things as well, right? So that was my message, and really, really, if this is something that you know you really need, feel that you really are ready for as well, then really check it out, because it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I was really jumping for joy in my car after I finished all the assignments this afternoon. I was so happy. I was so happy. You know, I can already feel the energies. It's going to be brilliant. Right? So much for that. Then now I'm going into the reading, because I need to get my webinar. Don't want to miss out on that. And there's 3 sets. Again, I'm not going to show the sets because my table is just full up with tubes of paint and newspapers and stuff. And really, if you could see this, it's just insane. It's just insane. The painting is right here, right next to me. Anyhow, for the numbers 1, there's 3 sets. And for the numbers 1, this is a carnelian heart from Madagascar. For the numbers 2 is a snakeskin agate. Do you feel drawn to that? And then for number 3, again, I'm using the indigo gabbro, also called mystic merlinite. So if you want that, then you're number 3. Then I'm going into the numbers 1. The energy for you this weekend, or theme, or whatever. Then we have the tradition card, and the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Stone, no sorry, not Wands, Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I made that mistake because of the fiery background there. And the Guardian, which in Default Tarot is the Devil. I always have to think. Because I usually don't think in Default Tarot when I'm using this deck. I feel that you likely this weekend need some time on your own because of this card. Like the stones behind a man, I always feel that they can represent people, and he is in front of that, and basically it's like a shaman who is meditating, aligning himself with the higher energies or whatever, It's also about going back to tradition, to your roots, and all the wisdom, ancient wisdom in that sense, roots, and tapping into that, into your inner wisdom, tapping into your inner wisdom. But I do feel that you want to spend some time alone. Maybe you want to meditate as well. I'm keep looking over there while the camera is there. I will never get used to that, I don't think. So that's what I think is the general energy. Also because the this is very grounded. Also alone. The bear is also alone. Overlooking things, trying to get a perspective, trying to, yeah, also get a feeling of withdrawing a little bit. Not completely, but I do feel you need some time alone to ground yourself and you know, yeah, just time alone, stabilize the body. Something's going on with that devil there. Something's going on, and it doesn't have to be big, like if you get this in a month reading or a year reading, then it's going to be a huge process, a huge something big. But this is for the weekend, so then it kind of limits the message, right? The impact of the devil card. It's just the devil is also about having a bit of a sense of humor, in at least in this deck, having a bit of a sense of humor, you know, not taking things too seriously, not even problems. Just stay light-hearted, even if there are problems. Be able to laugh at it, then it becomes lighter already. If you're able to do that, you have a sense of humor, and also it's also about your own inner wild side. So maybe there is something going on, some shadows that something about yourself in your life that you just have to deal with for right now. Something that came up, and that's also why you may need some time a bit more on your own. Maybe not the entire weekend, maybe just an afternoon or an evening or a few hours. Might also help you maybe then, if that resonates with you, to go out in nature, to go outdoors, to find that inner peace and to be able to tap into your inner wisdom again, your inner guidance. Basically just align yourself. So I'm wondering, maybe you felt off kilter for whatever reason, that you were wobbling, and you're now, it's basically trying to find a need to find stability, to find your faith. And it might feel a bit unpleasant because you might have to address something that you rather not look at. And I do think about yourself something, because this is also about your own wild side, so to speak. Your own, yeah, in the devil kind of sense then, right? So that's, yeah, I hope that resonates with you. More alone, needing that, well, needing solitude or peace and quiet. I don't see, if you chose this, that you're going to have a wild weekend with clubbing and pubbing. Right, then I'm moving to the numbers 2, who chose the snake skin agate. For you, we have, let's see, the following order: frustration, and then there is the celebration, yes, celebration, and then we have happiness. I think for you that you have had something going on that really frustrated you, that pissed you off, angered you, or just narked you, and you know, there's like, and yeah, what I like so much is what it says in the book. Frustration is basically ungrounded energy. And I think that in the weekend you're actually going to let go of that a little bit. You're going to have a bit more fun, which brings you balance and harmony, and of course also socializing. I think you are going to socialize. It doesn't mean that you're going clubbing and pubbing. It can also be that you're just going to hang out with friends, or maybe you're going to visit family. Anything that, but it's going to be something that makes you happy, that makes you well, brings you pleasure and joy. and then that it helps you to deal with that frustration, to leave that behind you. I think it's something that you actually can leave behind you. It's not something that is going to start again on Monday. Maybe for some, but I feel for most of you is just maybe you were just in a bad mood, just grumpy, like I don't know, something like that, and then you have a fun weekend, a great weekend, and then it's dealt with, it's done. I don't feel it's something that is still going to be there after the weekend. Not for most of you anyway. And then this is the, as well, the happiness card. Well, isn't that wonderful? It's just everything's flowing again, and just wonderful, happy, joyful, pleasure. It's fulfillment. It's, yeah, because it's the 10 of cups, 10 of vessels, so it's fulfillment in a way. So you're going to have a good weekend. Maybe your Friday was not happy, because of this, right? Maybe you had a really difficult week, and or you just had just a bad mood, and things weren't really working out. But you're gonna have fun. It's gonna make you feel good. You're gonna find your balance again in a harmony. And look at that! It's just wonderful. You're gonna have a great weekend. You're gonna really feel good. Yeah. Number 3 that chose the Indigo Gabbro. This is really funny because when I sorry, I began shuffling, this card fell out the morning. The what is it? The 7 of Cups. But I wasn't focused properly, so I thought, no, I'm going to put the card back in the deck. I'm going to shuffle again, and then it came out again for you. So this is apparently important, but it was the last card. It starts with the reunion card. Oops, reunion. And then we have the King of Bows, King of Wands in Untitled Tarot. This is the Adder. And then after that we have this 7 of Vessels, the 7 of Cups. I feel for you, let me just feel. In a way, it could be that a number of you are going to take some time out as well. Maybe in nature, maybe at home, to reconnect with yourself. Just reconnect with yourself. So then the reunion is, this is reunion, the reunion is with yourself within, finding your happy place again. And I do feel in a way that it's on your own. Yeah, just because of the peacefulness and the quiet on this card. It's not, it doesn't make me feel like it's like a party thing or a family gathering or something like that. You know, it makes me feel, even though there are two, I think, I'm not certain whether it's otters, well, let's call them otters, I don't know, I have to look that up in the book. But I think it's going to be more you yourself on the inside, and finding your inspiration again, getting in touch with yourself, with your self-love, and feeling good about yourself in your life, and also finding inspiration again. Finding your inspiration. That's what I get, and it could mean a hell of a lot more. I know that, but still, I wonder if you've been feeling insecure or not so confident about something of late. And that's, I feel, what you're going to find again this weekend. There seems to be the energy or the theme a bit. And you're going to find that again. That's what this card is saying. And then with this, then you're going to leave that behind. This is basically like the Celts deal with like death, and you know, death is also a new beginning. When you close an old door, and a new door can open. So it's not like just focusing on closing that old door and saying goodbye to something or someone and then mourning that and being in pain. It's also at the same time you do that, right? You are grateful, and you think about that, and you take time for that, etc., etc. But at the same time you also are celebrating the new that is coming in and embracing that and being open to that. And I think that I feel that that is a bit what your energy is going to be like, or the same, not your energy, more the same is going to be for you this weekend. It seems to be really, I really get that you are going to be reconnecting with yourself, finding yourself again. And maybe you have been really, really busy for some time, and now you finally have time to chill, take a break, and you needed that. And then you get inspiration again, you feel more confident when you do that as well, and then you can deal with that, with something that is well, not so pleasant likely, something that's not so pleasant that you have to leave behind, or yeah, or maybe just deciding to stop moping. If there isn't anything big in your life that you had to leave behind, like really an old door closing, someone leaving your life, or a situation, and it can also be maybe you were just yourself. That actually really resonates, by the way. You yourself were in this, kind of like in a loop of not knowing where to go, what to do, and I don't know anymore, and like you're now going to deal with that this weekend, because you're coming back to self-love and feeling more whole on the inside, and finding inspiration again, dealing with your confidence, that your confidence levels will go up like that, and that will help you to get out of that loop. I feel that is going to be the message for most of you. So I hope that makes sense. It's really quick, and I'm going into my webinar right now. But please let me know if it resonated with you, and you know, because yeah, I like to know that as well, especially because I never do such short readings. So for me, it's a bit like, oh my God, is it enough? Is it clear enough? So please let me know if you liked it. Give me these thumbs. If you're a new viewer, please subscribe if you like it, and if you are already a follower of mine, thank you for that. I do appreciate that, I really do. And I will be back again soon with another reading, but this week it will probably be around the weekend, because I'm going to be busy with my course, the Shortcut to Love, the Bridge, this week. And yeah, check that out as well, the course, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.